Hello students, hopefully you must have gone through the Gauss's theorem and must have understood about the Gauss's theorem completely. So let's just recall what was the main formula that we had done with the Gauss's theorem. Actually Gauss's theorem, it was that the flux for a closed surface is equals to 1 by epsilon 0 times the total charge enclosed by that closed surface. Now in this regard we had taken some of the important conditions. What was the important condition? That flux phi is equals to, we had taken the formula, flux phi is equals to closed integral of E vector dot ds vector, or ds vector is your area vector. We are considering this as an area vector. So here we have got the flux, and this is again, since phi is equals to q by epsilon naught, so we can easily write E vector dot ds vector is equals to q by epsilon naught. This is one of the outcome, the most important outcome of the Gauss's theorem, and we have already done with it, and we have seen some of the properties of the Gaussian surface, how it is behaving, what are the conditions that we need to take care of, right? Now today's class we will be doing more for the application part of the Gauss's theorem, because suppose if we have to find out the electric field of an extended body, let us assume this is one I have taken, it is full of charges. Let us suppose it is an infinite one and it is full of charges. So in that case, how can we find out the electric field? Because it is not a point charge, we cannot do with the Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law fails there. So definitely we need to take care of the Gauss's theorem. So let us take for an example, my first application is, we are finding out the electric field due to infinitely long charged conductor. So let us take a conductor. Let us take a conductor. Let us assume this is your conductor I have taken. Let us assume this is the conductor. This is charged, positively charged. It's a big one. Okay. Now, if you remember the steps that we had done for the Gauss's theorem, electric field to be determined. First, you find out which point you need to find out the electric field. Let us assume I want to find out the electric field at this particular point. So taking this as the radius, we'll draw a cylinder. Okay, this is your cylinder. So this is your radius R, and we have taken what we have considered, because if you remember, infinitely you cannot take the complete one, you take a part of it and you assume. So Gaussian surface is in the form of a cylinder. So here Gaussian surface, it is in the form of cylinder, and we consider L as the length of the cylinder. L is the length of the cylinder. Now this is R. Now you have to find out, we need to do this with the help of the Gauss's theorem. What is Gauss's theorem? Closed integral of E vector dot ds vector is equals to q by epsilon naught. Now this whole cylinder we are dividing into three different parts. We are dividing this cylinder into three different parts. What is the first part? This is the first part, the top surface. This is one. The curved surface is second, and the end surface. So we have divided into three different parts. Now if you get to see three different parts, already I stated, for the top one, for the region 1, if you want to see, then for the region 1, you can find out the electric field is in this direction, but the area vector is in this direction, isn't it? So it makes an angle of 90 degrees. If you see this particular point, for this E vector is outward and area vector is also in the same direction. Area vector is also in the same direction. But if you see the bottom surface, the electric field, because it is a positive, so the electric lines of forces are outward, and here is the area vector in the perpendicular outward direction. So, and that's then again making an angle 90 degree. Here the angle is 0 degree. So what we are going to do, this is a close, symbol is for the closed integral. So this will be for the region 1, EDS, region 1, see EDS, E vector dot ds vector is EDS cos theta, the angle between the two, okay, the angle between, can you see this region, the angle, this is E and this is ds, तो दोनों के बीच में कितना एंगल हुआ 90 डिग्री, okay, plus, ठीक है. And now look at the curved surface. This is your curved surface. Curve surface के लिए what we are getting up? Again this is region 2 for the curve surface. दोनों के बीच का degree E vector भी उधर, area vector भी उधर, so they have the angle as 0 degree, cos 0 degree. Or the bottom surface, this is the bottom surface. Electric field is direction, area vector the downward direction, so again an angle of 90 degrees. So this is region 3rd and this is EDS cos 90 degree. Okay, so this is all equals to Q by epsilon naught. Now cos 90 degree कितना होता है? सोचो 0. मतलब आपका first reason and the third reason are not contributing anything for this. So we are left. So this is we forget. This is we forget. We are left out with this. Closed integral of second region E is constant. We take it out. Closed integral of ds and this is Q by epsilon naught. So the curved surface of the cylinder, what is the formula? 2 pi RL. L is the length of the cylinder we have considered. किसका? The Gaussian surface. We have given a home to this and that is the Gaussian cylinder. So this is closed integral of ds for the cylinder is 2 pi RL. Right? So what we get? We'll get here. Look at the value we are getting. This becomes equals to E into 2 pi RL is equals to Q by epsilon naught, or E is equals to 1 by 2 pi epsilon 0. This is Q by L and this is R. Now you all know that Q by L is equals to lambda. What is this? Is linear charge density. So E what you have got 1 by 2 pi epsilon 0 lambda by R. So this is R. Okay, and if you want to write this in the vector form, so you can write this in the vector form. How will you write? E vector 2 pi epsilon 0 lambda by R and this is R caret, giving the direction. And if you want to plot a graph between E vector and R vector, so E is inversely proportional. Look at this. E is inversely proportional to R. So what should be the nature of the graph? Yes. Okay. So as E is increasing, R is increasing, E is decreasing. So that is the trend of the graph you can plot. So what is my point of view, that whenever you do with the Gauss's theorem, you have to be very smartly, you have to understand which point you are taking care of to find out. So see the point. Then you consider the whole shape, what is given. Now let us assume you have got a plane surface, and this plane surface you are not able to understand what is the area all about. So we will take the area to be as equals to an irregular one. Okay, so this is we did with the line charge. Now we do with the planar surface. Planar surface means two-dimensional figure. We have to consider the area. So let us assume this is one of the plane I have considered. Sorry. Okay, this is full of positive charges. We need to find out the electric field for this planar surface. So as because you are not able to say which figure we are taking up, कुछ पता नहीं चल रहा. It's all like, so you will take the closed integral of ds as equals to s. Okay. So instead of writing integral closed integral of ds, we are going to write s only. So here we are going to take a pillbox. Means we will take a cylinder, सोया हुआ cylinder. Cylinder सो गया, खड़ा नहीं है, सो गया. So again we'll take, this is the end surface of the cylinder. This is first region, this is second region, and this is third region. इस part के लिए electric field positive है, बाहर जा रहा. Area vector be outside. For this part, electric field is outward. Area vector is also, ds vector is also out. But for this surface, if I consider, then electric field is this direction, but the area vector is in the outward direction. Right? So in that case, they make an angle of 90 degree. So if I go with the same formula, E vector dot ds vector is equals to Q by epsilon naught. We divide it into 3 different region. 3 region में divide करते हैं. पहला region हो गया, क्या हो गया? E ds cos 0 degree. सेकेंड रीजन में EDS कितना एंगल है 90 डिग्री. थर्ड रीजन EDS, what is the angle? Cos 0 degree. And finally it is Q by epsilon naught. So this is gone out of the picture. Closed integral of ds we have taken S. So this whole will give us S, ES. This whole will give us ES. Is Q by epsilon naught. Right. So what we have got? We have got 2ES Q by epsilon naught. We are bothered about the electric field. So electric field we are bothered about. Let us see what we are getting up. E is equals to 1 by 2 epsilon 0 Q by S. Now Q by S is what? Is sigma. This is surface charge density. ठीक है. So क्या मिला? E is equals to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So we have got the electric field for a plane surface. Earlier we had done with the electric field due to a line set of line charges. That was, and then you have got a spherical surface, same point, same thing you have to do. You have to take a point charge, taking point charge as you have to give a house to it. That the house is in the form of a Gaussian surface of radius r. And then ultimately you can find out the electric field for that spherical surface also. I am providing you with the new notes so that you can very well go through, and the same as because you are doing with the vectors, the same dot product when you solve the numerical problems you will have to take care of the dot product here because it is E vector dot dA vector. Okay. So try solving the numericals, and if you face any problems I am there for your help. Thank you.